Hello YouTube friends, I'm Johnny, the PI EV guy. Thanks for tuning back into my channel. So on New Year's Day of this year, and doesn't that seem like a long time ago now, Tesla's website was updated with a new batch of proposed supercharger locations for Maritime Canada. There were 3 put up, one of them at Ald's Cove, which is near Port Hawkesbury as you cross over to Cape Breton Island. That's a great spot if you're going to go up to the Cabot Trail or to Sydney, Nova Scotia. One in somewhere in New Glasgow, and we think we found that location in my New Glasgow ferry video, and I'll put a link to that video up here somewhere. And the last location that they announced was in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Isn't that lovely news for us? So since that announcement was made, the Maritime EV community has been speculating on the exact location of where that supercharger is going to go here in Charlottetown. And people have said the mall is a likely spot, or the big box store area with Walmart and the Best Buy up there right across the mall. That would be okay. But there's one spot people kept coming back to that seemed like the perfect location, and it turns out that location is correct. And that location is the Cow's Creamery and Boardwalk. Yay! This is a great location for a Tesla SuperCharger. It's just between Cornwall that way and Charlottetown that way. It's got a lot of great amenities, which I'll show you in just a second. So let's take a look and see if we can find where exactly this charger is going to go. So I'm standing at the extreme edge of the parking lot here, and this would be a good spot right in this area to install some superchargers, although the lines aren't painted in for the parking spots yet, so they'd have to do that. And it's kind of a far distance from the actual creamery itself, so the putting in the electricity to get it here may not be good. So there's the creamery again over here, and we pan over to my right here. This would actually be a good spot. Lots of nice parking spaces right here. As you can see, there's lampposts here, so the area does have power already hooked. That's my guess. I think that's where they're going to go. Let's walk over to the other side of the parking lot and see where there might be any good spots for to go. And I'll show you kind of some of the amenities that are in this area. Another good location might be as you come off of here, off of the roundabout. There's some parking spaces right here, already lined. Again, they're kind of far from the actual buildings themselves, which is good for parking but bad for installation. So the retail outlets in this outlet mall change every once in a while, so it may not be factually accurate once the superchargers are installed. But you've got a Piatto Pizza takeout place, Receiver, my favorite coffee in Prince Edward Island, a bakery, some beer options there, and other retail outlets. Got the Anna Green Gables chocolate store, which is kind of cool. Boom Burger, if you want to stop and get a bite to eat. It's a fast food place. Burgers and fries, great. And as I mentioned, the world's best ice cream on the other side there. Okay, I've hopped back in Darth Vader now. It's a little bit warmer in here today, and there's not as much background noise from the traffic on the highway there also. So another reason why this spot is a great location for a Tesla supercharger is the distances. It's less than 100 kilometers from the supercharger at Allac, New Brunswick. You're only 50 minutes or half an hour from the bridge, and a little bit longer to Summerside. And it's even just over 280 kilometers or just under 3 hours from the supercharger at Enfield, which means if I had good efficiency and good weather in my Standard Range Plus, I could make it from Enfield to here in one hop. That's really good for someone with a smaller battery car like me, let alone anybody with a longer range car could easily be able to make that trip. That's a good thing. Big question now is when. Tesla's website said they were targeting 2020 to install and activate these superchargers. Obviously, the global pandemic due to COVID-19 has totally thrown that out of whack. I have a source that tells me that they're looking at the spring at the earliest for 2021 for installation, which makes sense. Not much is going to happen during the winter. We're still in the Atlantic bubble. There's still the pandemic going on. So if these things are up and running by May or June-ish, that'd be great. Just in time for tourist season. Hopefully the pandemic's over and we're back to normal, what we would call a normal life, right? And you know that when construction on these chargers starts, I will be down here to show you the exact spot at this location where they are going to be installed. I will hopefully have a more targeted opening date for them. And I'd also like to know if they are Tesla's level 2 superchargers or level 3 superchargers. All of the other ones through the prairies and from tip to tip almost have all been level 3s. That would be great if we could have a level 3 charger. I believe it would be the first level 3 charger here in the Maritimes. The one at Port Hawkesbury should be a level 3 for sure, in my opinion, because there's nothing as you go up towards Cape Breton. You want to be able to quick charge and get up there as quickly as you can. Now, it's wonderful that we're getting these extra superchargers in Maritime Canada, and as an owner and an enthusiast, I'm super happy about it. It's only going to raise awareness of the brand when people come here and go, whoa, look at the Teslas over there. That's awesome. There are many more locations where we need superchargers in Maritime Canada. Northern New Brunswick is still a dead zone. There's not much up that way. Tip to tip on Nova Scotia needs some. You need one in Yarmouth on the south end, another one in the Halifax area, or maybe Bridgewater. Between there even would be a good spot, and then all the way up into Sydney, Nova Scotia still needs a supercharger. Summerside could probably use one maybe, and there's still one province that has no hope of a supercharger, and that's Newfoundland. They could use one or two as well. So hopefully Tesla will get around to installing new superchargers in those dead zones, and then we could go wherever we want in Canada in our Teslas. That would be so cool. So that's it for me. I just want to once again say thank you very much to everyone who's taken the time to watch this video. Thank you to all who have done the stuff with the liking and subscribing and hitting those buttons down there. That's wonderful. I appreciate every single one of you guys for taking time out of your day to listen to me ramble. With that, I will say, see ya.